Alright, welcome back to McCaffrey Farms. Welcome to another video, and be sure to remember to like, and if you're not already, be sure to subscribe. So if you recall from last video, I'll put a card in the top of the video, but last weekend when I was raking with Dad, I was saying that Monday and Tuesday is supposed to get cold and was supposed to freeze and snow. It happened. It only got to like 30 degrees, so that's good. Shouldn't have hurt the crops. And we got like 6 inches of snow, and a very wet snow, and on top of that 7,500 of rain. But where we got the snow and the rain, we got a ton of moisture now. It rained and snowed on Monday, I believe, and today is Saturday, and the fields are still completely black, nice and black right there. Even I think Dad might try and start planting wheat. I think he's gonna talk to the guy he gets wheat from, or the wheat seed from, see if we can get that. He'll probably try and do that once all the fields dry out. But for today, what we're doing, if you can see, we have the swather back and we have the deals up. It's gonna be a quick little project, but last weekend we had started swathing some of the feed, and when I came back up to the house to get ready to leave, not long before we left, Dad called and said some of the blades had fallen off. What it was is when we swathed the milo, we had to go lower. A bunch of dirt built up and ended up wearing some of the deals down, causing the blades to fly off. Dad was probably lucky none of the blades came flying through the cab, but we got all new parts for that, and then some of the extra blades, so we're gonna go on and put those on. Dad got it all cleaned up, so we're gonna do that, and then this will be ready for when it dries out. We're hoping the feed, since it got 6 inches of snow and it was a very wet snow and it didn't freeze it didn't get real cold for real long, we're hoping the feed will really green up and hopefully even grow a bunch more. So like I said, where we have moisture, we're gonna try and plant the wheat now, or I think that's what the plan is, just because we don't know how much moisture we'll get after this. So while we have it, it's probably best we try and plant the wheat. So we're gonna do this for now, and then we'll see what we do afterwards. This is one of the pieces that just started to wear. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a bow right there, but there's one right here, right in there. There's not much left. So this blade was about to come off too, and I think this blade's the same way. So like, as you can see, this is what it did, just is up here. So Dad got that all cleaned off, and we're gonna go through and replace these. We got new bolts because all of them are worn down, and then we got these new pieces, so we're gonna replace all that. So we did get the all new bolts and stuff put in, and blades. There were 1 or 2 blades that we had to put in, so we got that done. So cue time lapse. now, since we got that project done, I believe we're gonna unhook the swather and we're gonna go hook onto the drills. I believe. I think that's the plan. I think that's the next thing we're gonna be doing since we got the moisture we have. We want to plant the wheat while we have moisture because we don't know how long this moisture is gonna be here and how much more we're gonna get. We'll probably be able to get our seed wheat here soon. So once the field dries out and we have the seed wheat, we're gonna need to start planting wheat. So we won't have much to do with those. It'll probably just be checking the tire pressures and then greasing a few spots on them, and then we should be good. I doubt I'll be able to get any of the wheat planting in this video. Maybe next weekend's video I could probably get some of it in, but I don't know how soon we'll be able to get the seed wheat beings. Is how it's Saturday right now. If I stay Monday again, maybe I'd be able to, but we'll just have to see. So we went in, ate some lunch. We got our double hitch put on, and the 3-point arms, we got those tied together. So now I'm gonna go over, hook up the drills. Dad went ahead and started hauling water, so some of this I'll have to do on my own, which is no big deal. But we're gonna go hook up to the drills, and first things first, gonna pull them next to the semi, and we're gonna check the tires, and so that way if any are low we can get them aired up. For sure need to air this one up. It still has a slow leak. So the front end right now, it's kind of sitting uneven because that tire is a little low. But we're gonna get hooked up to this. Don't have a whole lot we have to do to this. Just have to put the seed cup deals, or the hoses, back onto the seed cups from when we cleaned them out, and then we'll just have to grease it and check the tires, and that should be good. Dad called the guy we're gonna get our seed wheat from, and he said he had about 550 bushel of seed wheat and the variety Dad wanted. So I think Dad's gonna get that Monday. We might get some wheat planted this week. I'll have to see. If Dad needs a bunch of help, I'll stay and help him. But if he doesn't, I'm probably gonna go back up to Laramie. So I should be able to get some wheat planting video, because we're gonna have like 700 acres, so it should take about a week. So hopefully next weekend I'll be able to run the drill some and get a video of us planting wheat. One nice thing about our drills, very easy to hook up on your own. Because if you look, that's how big it is for the pin, and look at how much more room there is there. I love that. So easy to hook up on the first try. I got all the hoses hooked up. From the looks of it, these tires all look pretty good. These ones are definitely good enough to move, so we're okay as of now to go over to the truck. These are the hoses we have to put back on. We left them off that way. If moisture got in them, they could go right out. And all of these tires look good. So time to pull them over to the truck. said before in earlier videos, our air compressor in the shed, we're having problems with it. So right now, basically the semi is our only air compressor here on the farm. And the reason that is because you can take the lines for the trailer brakes, you can unhook that from the trailers and hook an air hose up to that. So that's what we've been doing. It's been working pretty good. So I'm letting the air build up right now and trying to get it to idle. Dad's semi is always pretty picky on the idling. It tends to raise or go up on its own, so pretty hard to set it. But first I'm going to fill the front right tire with air, then I'm going to pull the drills up some more and start looking at those, and then I'll go through and start doing the rest. So I got the front tire filled up, so now just going to pull these ahead some. I don't know how much, how far I'll go. Might do about halfway, maybe a little more. I don't know. Either way, I think it's going to be a stretch for the hose, so we're going to do about right there. For now, I'll shut the tractor off just because that should be good. I'll try and record some of what I do, but it's kind of windy out, and I don't know how good the audio will turn out, so we'll have to see. But let's get to work. Alright, so if you can hear me, this first tire up here, it's a little flat. It needs like 5 pounds of air, I think is what. Check sounds like it idled different right there. But, crap. Yeah, we're gonna do 40, so it needs 8 more pounds. So that's not too terrible for sitting for a few months. But there's 6 tires on this side and I believe 5 on that side. So shouldn't take us too terribly long. But I'll try and get this done, and then I'll start working on those hoses. And this tire here is also at 32 pounds. Alrighty, I got all the tires checked. On these ones, on this side, we always only do about 40. Then the other 5 on that side, we do about 50. So got all of those done. Now, I believe I'm going to start putting those hoses back on and setting the C cups where they need to be. That shouldn't take too long. And then I think Dad'll be back, and then if there's anything else, be able to finish that up, and these will be ready to go for Monday. And if Dad needs help, I'll probably stay. Advantages of online class. But if he doesn't, if he thinks he can handle it, I'll just go back, because it is easier to do classes up there. But if not, I'll stay here and I'll try and get a video, at least one video of planting wheat. But if not, I'll definitely try and get one next weekend. But let's get to work on finishing these drills. Alright, so with these hoses, some of them are just like that, and as you can see, that one's a little messed up. So I'm gonna leave that one down, and I'll leave it like that, and then Dad can come look at it. And then here's this one. If I can get it. Oh, that one we've had to modify it some. But they just go up on this, and then with these you gotta put them like that, because if you can see, there's that door in there, and that's what helps make sure you don't let too much down. We put them down like this to drain the seed out, and then what it is this spins, and that's what meters the seed out, and you can adjust that with these right here. Still have them set for hay grazer. I'll probably try and show you some with how you do it for wheat, but that's what I'm gonna do. I got 50 of these to do, 10 on each row or on each box, 5 boxes, so shouldn't take too long. And then some are like this and they have a pin. I kind of like those a little less. I like these ones because sometimes they're easier to deal with, but either way it works, and that's what we got to do for this. Alright, so getting the last few on, Dad did a few, but there's that one, and then this one here, part of them are broke, so we have 2 new ones of these. Dad's gonna go get them. I believe they're up in the tractor, so gonna get those ones on. This one's fine, I just haven't put it on yet. Gonna get those ones on, and then eventually we'll grease them. I think Dad started the semi again. Gonna check the air in the tires on that, and then see if we can go get we'll call the guy and see if we can go get the seed wheat tomorrow. So now I'm under the drills. What I'm gonna go through and do is, in the video where I talked about us planting hay, that video, I'll put a link to that one up in the top right corner. But that last field we worked on when we planted hay had a bunch of bindweed. So now what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be getting this stuff that's wrapped up around these points. I'm just gonna be taking that off, that way these points are nice and clean and don't have anything wrapped up around them. There's not too much, so this won't take too long. Then I think Dad's working on the tires. He's gonna call that guy back that we're getting our seed wheat from and see if we can get the truck down there and try and get loaded by 8 tomorrow. And then I talked to my dad a little bit. I think he might enjoy or like it if I stayed this weekend, because I can always still do my classes from here and then do my homework and then go help him, just because these drills are a pain to move by yourself. And then our truck that we use for seed wheat, sometimes that's a lot easier, 2 people also. So I might be staying, and if so, I'll be able to get a video. I'll definitely be able to get a video of planting wheat. So sorry if the wind is bad, it's a touch windy, but now what I'm doing is coming over to our Dodge. We have a little mini air compressor thing. What we're gonna go do is we gotta go get our auger. The reason we gotta go get our auger is because we're gonna use a semi to get the seed wheat. This right here. But I think that's everything. Get this cord wherever it's. Oh, there's a crescent wrench right there. Okay, that should be everything. But we're gonna get the wheat with the semi, and then we have a 74 single axle truck. I don't know if you can see it. It's that truck. But we'll put it in that, That way we have the drill fill augers on that little 74 truck, so we'll dump the wheat from the semi into that truck, but we need an auger, so we're gonna go get it. And typically, I gotta go this way. Typically we've always had problems with the tires on the augers going flat, so gonna get this and hopefully it'll work. It's actually a pretty handy little deal, but that's what we're doing right now.